My name is Mon, and my age is 17.
My name's Gregory Washington.
I came to Atlanta 3 weeks ago today.
While the economy, the culture, the political environment changes, one of the things that is very constant is the hood.
And so they come here to find a place where there's a remedy. And we believe God has given us a remedy for a lot of what ails the city.
Like a sense of hope, and you really feel that when you come in, when you transition from the shelter into this place.
Crime has always been high here. Poverty has always been high here. Joblessness and lack of opportunity have never changed in the local community.
Well, we've developed more resources for those that are hurt and wounded and have lost, everything from family to their health, to their homes. And so we've been able to broaden what we've been able to do in their lives.
Well, I was pursuing going to school, and in the midst of my school decision, I decided to traffic cocaine from Florida to here to Georgia.
Came here when I was 7. It was just another place to me. We had went on a trip called Jesus Jam, and I got saved. I had really wanted to get away from all the bad negativity stuff, because I didn't want to go down the road my brother then went down. So
Little by little, I said, I do this on the weekend to get extra money. And, then I made that full commitment to say, hey, when I'm going to Atlanta, here it is, I'm going to be my own man. And I just made the wrong decision just to pursue my criminal life to the fullest.
I guess it started when I was a little girl. I was back on a reservation and I was working out in the fields. And I came on top of this hill and I kept feeling like somebody was pulling my spirit. I couldn't explain it. It was almost like it was just pulling me this direction. And one day I just stood there when my kids got older. I said, that's it. I'm going to follow this. I had got married when I was 16 on a reservation from another Native American. And we got married. I finished school, started our family. We moved into Minnesota so I can go to college. We bought a place there and we raised the kids there for over 20 years. Everything kind of came to an end, well, less than 20 years, and it kind of came to an end, so that's how I ended up down here. I tried to stay away from here. I really did. But God closed doors that brought me right back to Atlanta.
Well, I was a typical soccer mom for about 5 years. I lived in the house. I thought I had a good life, but then things started changing between me and my husband. It was getting more abusive, and especially with my oldest son. I knew a storm was coming, but I really couldn't explain what it was going to be. But I knew a change was going to happen in our lives soon.
Many times there are solutions that are formulated from outside the community for the community that don't have an understanding of the situation on the street here. And so it gets frustrating to see people come up with great ideas for our community who've never been here, or great ideas of how they're going to change the situation, but they don't ask us or the people that are on the street every day.
I remember one night we were going out to feed, and I was the only one that was here. And I was getting ready to face 150 homeless people on the street. And I'm driving down the road fussing with the Lord about why didn't anybody show up, and I'm kind of pounding on the steering wheel. And I had this thought come to me. Who are you doing this for, and why are you doing it? I said, oh, okay, I got it.
I got church friends, then I got friends where I live at. All of my friends where I live at, none of them ain't doing good. Living in the neighborhood where I live at, it's a lot of drugs and stuff. So, I'll be up here, I'm all right up here, but I have to go back to my neighborhood. Hard.
Now I know what this place has to offer. I believe it's restoration on me and my family and my spirit, and that like I said, my children will come. my grandchildren.
Something happened to me, and I really knew I was in the right place. I was in one of the, I went to the Wednesday feed, and I was in the line and, serving the guys. And this guy walked up and said, "Hey, G, that's you." And after he walked up, like several more guys walked up and said, "Hey, man, that's you." And I was like, "Yeah, this me, man. This, I've been hanging out at this place." And one guy made a comment. He said, "Man, if you can change, anybody can change." And I was like, yeah, it can.
There's been a lot of successes as far as the programs. We've seen a lot of success in what we're able to offer. But the greatest success, of course, is when people's lives are transformed.
I think part of my redemption started there. I said, okay, I see what you're doing now. You're taking me back to the community. You didn't wash me up, clean me up. And the City Refuge has really been that push for me back into this community, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I was afraid. I was afraid, it's kind of easy to pick up old habits.
A woman, when you got your own thing, you got your, your downy going, you're baking your cakes, you never think of being homeless. Then once you hit homelessness, you're like, wow, now I have to go here, I gotta do this. I don't have the feeling that I'm going to be here very long, I guess it depends on each of us, how worn down we are. Some women did give up. I believe that some of us come in to try to encourage them to get them back up.
Every mother in here wants the most for her kids. Even with the single women, a lot of them have kids that they're not currently with. And the drive is to do the best, so that you can lay down a better foundation for your children and their children's children. So it's about making a difference in our kids' life and the generation that comes after them.
I think if I don't go to the NBA, I'm gonna come back here and serve. Because I really want to change the world, really. I know I can't do it by myself, but I try.
It's so much that's offered, that's just uplifting. I've never been made to feel ashamed or anything. Me and my kids have totally been made to feel like, you know what, we're gonna focus on you and your problems.
One day I will have an opportunity to speak to young men in this community and tell them we have to get back into the household. We got to take on our roles of responsibility as men.
My mom used to talk to me every day, like, stay out the streets and do good with your life.
Give me a place that's safe, clean, that would help me, this and that, and I was naming it out. And then when I got here, it's just like God put people in my life.
I always say I want to come back and tell people that you can make it, and just when you come here, take in everything that they give you. Be a sponge, take it in, because it really will make a difference in your life.